Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Whorton Outdoors. Today we're out at the house, in the driveway at the Jeep. We're going to be talking a little bit today about your Jeep power or your auxiliary battery or house battery or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you have in the back of your vehicle that's running your fridge, freezer, you're powering your GoPros, your drones, whatever it is, that's what we're going to be talking about. So in front of me, I have a new sponsored item, which is not the Redodo battery, but the box here. I just bought this because I found that I needed more power. I needed more than just the little Predator power station, which is awesome, by the way. Don't get me wrong. This little thing right here is a beast. I love this thing. But I found that I needed more than just a deep cycle battery to power this with just for a little extra power. So I went and I bought a 165 amp hour Redodo battery. And this thing is a beast. It is awesome. I've been running it for about a week so far, and this thing is amazing, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Not sponsored by Redodo, but I do absolutely love the battery. This is what we're going to talk about. This thing is an Amazon website called Gearmeister, and I contacted them just on a whim and was like, hey, would you like to sponsor the channel? I'm looking for one of these battery boxes anyway. I was going to buy it anyway. But we're going to talk a little bit about this thing. These things are awesome. But on the back side here, we actually have the hard posts here so that you can hardwire something to it if you need to. And I will, and I'll show you more about that in a second because I got some more stuff to make this thing even better. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it onto its side right here. We have the, I think these are 50 amp. If I'm wrong, I'll flash it up on the screen, but I think these are 50 amp Anderson connectors. I think they're 50 amp, but it comes with two 50 amp Anderson connectors, which I use for, let me get it here. I use for my tent power. And the other side is a cigarette lighter for now. We'll get to that in a little bit. But that'll power that. It's also going to power my diesel heater, because if you guys know the frustration on a whole lot of power stations and things like that and running your diesel heater is that if you don't have at least a 10 amp cigarette lighter plug, you will put your diesel heater in an error code, and it will shut down and it will not run. So we're going to fix that too, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. On the front here, we have two USBs. One is USB 3.0 standard USB. You have a USB type C right here, and then right here we have a cigarette lighter plug, which when I get finished we'll hardly use. It has its own breaker so that you know, if you trip something, it's got its own breaker. You can reset it right here. It's got its own on-off switch right here, so you can kill the power to everything right here. And it's got its own digital readout, which literally tells you in percentage and voltage on what your battery has. So not only will I be able to look at it here to see what it's got, I'll be able to look on my phone as well with the app that comes with the 165 amp hour Redodo battery. So what I'm going to do on this video is I've already pulled it out, of course you see. I'm not going to install it right now. You guys will see that on the next video. If you guys want to see how I actually had this and I was working with this before, I just created not too long ago a new channel, a secondary channel to this one, a sister channel if you will. It's called Whorton Outdoors Finding the Quiet. So after this video, go over there and check that out. Like and subscribe. There's one long form video up there right now. I'd like to build that channel, so guys, go check that out. But we're gonna get this thing installed into here, and I'm gonna show you it working. I'm gonna show the power on my app from the battery and show that it's actually pretty correct. I've already looked at it just to make sure everything worked, because I wanted to make sure everything was correct before I did that. So we are going to install that right now. So the top just pops off here, and underneath here you have all the wiring and everything. It looks, I mean, pretty neat. These are fuse connections. There's a fuse connections on your Anderson plugs, and then like I said, you have your breaker right here. And these are your, I don't know what wire though, we're probably like a 6 gauge. Yep, I think it's a 6 gauge wire right here. I mean, so it's pretty clean looking. Everything's covered up. You know, you're not gonna get anything to spark or hit accidentally or anything like that. But, and this video was kind of quick, I just wanted to show this to you guys. I wanted to show you what was going on, and so I can get this thing installed. And I don't know how I'm going to put it in there yet. I don't know how I'm going to install it just yet. But it comes with just a simple set of directions and specifics about the battery, or the battery box. And it shows you basically, if you want to kind of how it's going to look when it's lit up right there. You can see the digital screen right there. So you kind of have an idea of what we're going to have when we get this finished. But it's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to beat around the bush on this too much. Then we got these screws hold down so that we can actually strap it down so it won't go nowhere. We have little hold downs, and then we have our strap to actually strap it down. But let's get this battery up in there. Fits perfectly. Just a little bit on the battery here. This battery, like I said, is 165 amp hours. It is a beast of a battery. This is a standard Group 31 battery. So if you're running a Group 31 battery and you want a bigger size battery, this is the way to go right here, because it will fit a standard Group 31 box. And it is a beast, I promise you. I've not had this thing below like 78, 79% in 2 days of camping, and I'm running everything, charging drones, charging everything. This thing is awesome. But let's get this thing installed. This battery comes with its own little wrench, which is kind of handy. And then literally it's as simple as hooking up the posts. Putting the screw back in the post here, connecting your negative and your positive. Pretty simple. Get it arranged how I really want it. And I think before it's all said and done, I've got some foam laying around. I think I'm going to put some foam on the side just so it can't slide around the box before it's all said and done. But I wanted to get it installed. I wanted to show you guys this thing working and just do a little quick video on it. Alright. Alright. Now, okay, so let me show you the front of the box here. Like I said, we've got all of our switches. Now I'm going to turn it on, and so the power is actually powering all my spots here. All of my ports, my 50 amp Anderson, my hard post on the back, everything. Except for it's not powering the LCD screen. Why? Because if you had this on all the time, then you're going to have that little parasitic draw. But here we turn it on, you can see that the battery is at 100%. We've got 13.4 volts, and then you actually have a little indicator of the battery level. And you install 13.5. Now we're going to verify that this is the case. So my battery right now is at 98% of standby mode, and it's at 13.5. So that's about as 100% as you can get, and we are at 13.4. It's flashing 13.5 here and there. So I would say that that is pretty accurate in my opinion. But so one of the reasons why that I got this was these 50 amp Anderson connectors. Really the main reason is I really wanted the Anderson connectors. So I went and I also bought a fridge plug that's specific to just your fridge plug to a 50 amp Anderson, and now I will be able to plug it into my fridge, plug this into my 50 amp Anderson, and I won't ever have to worry about it accidentally coming unplugged or anything like that. So that's going to be really cool. And I'm not going to hook all this stuff up today. You'll be able to see this in another video when I get it all hooked up. I just wanted to do a video on installing this and you guys seeing the box and it working. Also, I got 2 of these extra Andersons, and the reason being is now I can hook it, and I'm going to go ahead and do it right now just so I can have them on. I'm going to be installing this anyway, maybe. But I bought 2 of these because one, and I might just have to use 1 too, I don't know yet. But I bought 2 just in case, because I really didn't know anything about this battery box at all. I just saw it, I'm like, okay, that looks like it has all the things that I need, and then I got it. But I'm gonna be having 1 for the fridge, I'm gonna be having 1 for a diesel heater, and then I'm gonna be having 1 for my tent. That's really the 3 things. I bought the extra one to have an extra. Now, you know, I also don't have to plug my DC to DC charger into this. If I wanted to, I could use one of these. I bought 2 of these. They're just the ends with the just a bare end. What I'm going to do with these, I'm going to wire 1 to my my diesel heater, and then what did I have planned for the other one? Oh, the other one is going right here, so that I can have 50 amp Anderson to 50 amp Anderson. I can plug in my tent, 50 amp Anderson, plug in the tent on the other side to 50 amp Anderson. So that will be nice. So we'll see. But you could also use one of these and wire it into the actual wires coming from my DC to DC charger, and just plug it straight into your Anderson and charge your battery that way too. That's totally doable too. But now I'll have 1 to 2, because I might not be able to use this hooking up the second one hooking up the DC to DC charger. I'm unsure about that yet. But that's pretty much it. I wanted to just show you guys the battery box, my new battery, and talk about my power. This thing is awesome. I can't stress that enough. I haven't not ran out of power, or even close to. I've not even been down to 50% power, and I've been charging things. Like I said, I've been using the crap out of this thing and not limiting myself at all. And the fridge is in here constantly. I've also got what do I got? 260 watts of solar on the roof now. That's keeping this thing charged all the time. Every single time I've gotten the vehicle, it's been 100% or close to it. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to, like I said, just show you guys this box and what I've got going right now, and I'll update you when I get it in the vehicle and I start actually using it, and then we might even change it from there. But that's all for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. Again, Whorton Outdoors, Finding the Quiet. Go over there and check it out. There's one long form video up there right now. I think it's pretty cool. Either way, we'll see you guys next time. Get off the couch. Don't be a couch potato.